morning, everybody. Jamie Sanderson here, Georgetown Foodland. Welcome to the 5th episode of Sunday Brunch Sessions. I'm here at Root, Dine at 919, and they're waiting for you to come out for brunch today. Happy Easter to everybody out there as well. And as you can see here on the screen, right in front of me, I have Chef Charif Arabe from Ailsa Pub in Myrtle Beach. Chef, it is so glad. I'm just ecstatic to have you here.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me, and happy Easter as well. Happy Easter to everyone.
Thank you. So let's talk about Ailsa Pub, where it's located at, and how you get your business there. Because I know a lot of people don't know where Ailsa Pub is. They see all the marvelous food that you do, and they're like, well, how do I get there? So let's talk about where you're at, bud.
We are located off 501, Old Legend Golf Course. We are a separate entity than the golf course itself, but we are located inside the golf course. We're open 7 days a week, 4 to 10.
Open to the public too, right?
To the public, yeah. We are open to the public 7 days a week.
Cool. Awesome. So whenever you have golfers that come through in Legends, whatever, it's pretty like busy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So talk about whenever the golfers aren't there, and you guys had to deal with in the early stages of the pandemic. Talk about how business was then for you.
Oh yeah. So in the beginning of the pandemic, it was obviously hard for everybody across the board. Businesses that depended on locals or businesses that depended solely on tourism like us. We mainly depend on tourists, golfers from all over the world and the United States. We have a small customer base of locals, and that's based from our homeowners, based from followings and people that know of the existence of the place. But we've been there for a long time. We've been there since '95. The place is well established, so it's been there for a long time. When the pandemic started, it was very hard. Obviously, with the travel restrictions, the flights, everybody was worried and scared, and righteously so. But we had nice support from our local community and from the residents of Legends, from our homeowners, from a few of the local people from Myrtle Beach. It was very supportive, and we switched our menu to takeout only. For a while, and that kind of helped a little bit to keep things going. And our people, we appreciate all the local support, obviously. Yeah. And we didn't know how much local support and local love we had until this happened. So we were very thrilled and very happy, to know that all these people that support local businesses and support local purveyors, and it helped us also to stay in good contact and help our purveyors, which are local producers and seafood producers and everybody that we work with.
Right.
And work in synergy hand in hand together, kind of to get through the pandemic. I'm sure it was hard for everybody across the board in all industries. I think the restaurant industry, and especially here in Orange County, because in Georgetown County as well, because most of us dependent on tourism. So it took a big hit, but we adapted. We learned new things, tailored the menus in different ways. We don't not solely work with local people, but more business with local people, with local purveyors, with produce growers in the region, from seafood in our region, and all kind of stuff like that. So it was very beneficial in a way to see the camaraderie. And to see the synergy and the help the local people stepped up to help each other. And that was wonderful to see, despite the pandemic and all its effect, obviously financially and health-wise and everybody.
Right. So let's dig a little deep in the tailoring of the menus, because your cuisine is kind of extensive, right? You put a lot of detail into it.
Absolutely.
Right? Okay. So let's talk real quick. Just real quick. What exactly have you had to tailor on your menu? Like what kind of a dish have you had to go, well, I can only do maybe 6 ingredients and 12 ingredients? Can you talk about a little bit?
Absolutely. So what we learned from this pandemic is before we sourced food from everywhere, and it was available and easy to get, and it was fresh. But after the pandemic, a lot of producers shut down, a lot of big manufacturing, and people with high buying power, they couldn't provide us with products anymore. So it was a lot of things on our menus that it was easy for us to get, that it became very hard and not sustainable. So we kind of tailored the menu more of local products, things that we can easily get hands on, and things that was forged through relationships that we have with the community and the people and the purveyors. Yeah, it's easy to, go online, pick up the phone, order something from, far away back then, and now, it's almost impossible. So we have to tailor to what we have in our region, and luckily here in South Carolina we have an abundance of produce and seafood and everything kind of homegrown. So we are lucky to have that opportunity to work with wonderful people across the board, in our industry, and just making the menu smaller. I think that's the key. Making the menu smaller, easy to execute, in a way. Less ingredients, better quality.
Yeah.
And we just made it a little bit small to tailor to everybody, and changed with the season as well. We change the menu every 6 months. We change half the menu, so by the turn of the year, we have a whole brand new menu, and we tailor it to what we have available and what we can get that is fresh and sustainable at that time. And we keep on changing it throughout the season and what's fresh and what's out there.
That's good. That's awesome to hear. Speaking of fresh, Chef Jesse just joined us here. It's busy. Yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate your time. I know it's Easter and you're getting a lot of people that's coming in. So you just brought the smells, so let's get it on camera and talk about what you got here there, buddy.
Cool. So what I got here for you today is going to be one of our 3-egg omelets. It's going to be topped with some fresh bell peppers. It's going to have some whiskey braised short rib in there, some shallots, a little bit of chives, and that's going to be served with some fresh potato hash, topped with some chives, bell peppers as well. So, bon appetit, fellas.
Chef. Thank you so much. That smells awesome.
Pleasure to have you.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you, Chef. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. All right, let's put this
that
in front
looks
of us.
wonderful.
Yeah, man. So, Chef.
The smell is intoxicating.
All right, bud. First dibs to you, my man.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Well, this is one of the reasons why I enjoy doing Sunday brunch sessions. Not only do we get to have chefs come and talk about the industry, talk about their restaurants, talk about what their offerings are as far as food, but they get to try some of the food that's here at the restaurant from Chef Jesse and Jimmy and everybody that's here, and kind of build a community of chefs and kind of a culinary guild, so to say. So, what do you think of that, Chef?
This is wonderful. It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm about to get into some of this here myself. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Some potatoes right here. Right.
Very delicious.
Oh yeah. Should go away to start the morning, didn't it?
Absolutely. And as we were speaking about the camaraderie between the producers and purveyors and the support of the local community, also taught us as chefs and people in the industry to work together, and kind of share ideas and share what works for certain type of businesses and share that information, and that can be very valuable.
Yes.
On the way to create menus and on the way to attract the people and little kind of tricks of the industry to keep it going, and it also brought us close together. Most of the chefs in the region know each other. Most of we stay in contact and we check on each other, and we care for each other's well-being as well, because we succeed together as a whole, as an industry, and that's how we grow. And that's very important for us to know, and also for our customers and our for them to know that the industry kind of depend on all of us.
Yes.
From the small farmer to the biggest restaurant in town, to the person that come in just to have a nice dinner and they have no idea about the business at all. Sometimes, but with what's going on, it also created few problems for the restaurants, and that comes with staffing, with having a perfect service. As chefs, we thrive and we always look forward to service, and we want to have a perfect service every single day and make sure that our guests get the best experience that they can, because that's what they came for.
Right.
We're trying to provide them nice evening or a lunch or a breakfast, or we're all working so hard in the industry to execute, but with what's going on, we have a shortage of staff. It's kind of hard to find staff on a consistent basis.
Yep.
So sometimes for our customers, they might experience a little bit of delay in time, but that only to ensure that the product is its best and its optimal form. That when you're serving it, that it's the best. It's not that the people are not working as hard as they used to, or they're even working harder now because they probably across the board, a lot of restaurants are short on hands,
Yes.
staffs in the front and in the back of the house as well. And these are things that a lot of chefs, talking about, and then we're trying to find ways to mitigate, and that really comes with, I said earlier, about changing the menus and tailoring them to be easy to execute, and it doesn't depend on a lot of steps and a lot of hands to create it. Right?
So one of the biggest things that you just hit on is the fact that restaurants are short-staffed now. The tourism season's about to pick up, and what the chefs and the restaurant owners are asking people to do is kind of pay attention to the fact that they are short-handed and that quality takes time. So whenever you've experienced stuff in the restaurant before where the staff has been 100% and things have come out a little quicker and the quality's been there, understand that now they're working at maybe 60-70% of what they were before, and that time has to increase because the quality has to stay the same, right?
Absolutely.
So they could send something out to you the same time that you were getting it before, but the quality won't be there, and then you'll be even more upset. So have a little patience with your chef and restaurants that are out there, making sure you understand that one, the staffing is kind of low, training's happening with the new staffers that they have on site, and that they're still trying to uphold that same consistency and quality they've had before the pandemic's happened. Right?
Absolutely, and I'm sure every chef, is working very hard to make sure that our guests get the best results and have a wonderful and memorable experience.
Yes.
When they come, because I believe that food should kind of create and evoke a memory, and that's very essential.
Yep.
Creating a wonderful experience that you will remember. Most of us go out to eat looking for an experience, just not for sustenance.
Right.
So the experience is very, very important in the whole scheme of things.
Yep.
And that's why we try to work very hard, and we ask our guests to be patient, because we are trying to provide them with the best experience we can.
Yes. So speaking of experience and memorable, we'll tie this up for you so you can enjoy some food. But the memorable experience I had with you is with the ACF competition that happened. And you also do farm to table. So
Absolutely.
between those two, can you tell me what one of your most favorite dishes is that you created?
Oh, absolutely. Maybe the quail dish we made in the farm to table.
Yeah, that was a good one.
It was all locally sourced. It was a cooperation between 3 or 4 farms, providing us with best product that they have, and it was a wonderful experience. And also showcasing the talent and showcasing what we do every day. In such a positive manner, where and we get good feedback, and it's kind of like almost an instant gratification for us as chefs to see all these people enjoying your food, having a good time, and drinking, dancing, having a wonderful time. So it was awesome.
The biggest thing about that is that you got to work with the International Culinary Institute students over there.
Definitely.
You got to work with U.S. Foods, who sponsored it, right?
Absolutely.
The Myrtle Beach Area Hospitality Association that hosted it. It was at Thompson Farms. And it was just a great experience all the way around. And I do remember the memorable moment for me was the fact that you were actually plating in the back, and you weren't under the tent, and we had to come out there with our cell phone lights to help you out and light up the dishes so everything would be presented nice.
Absolutely. Sometimes we improvise.
Yes, and that was a good thing too.
You have to improvise and team up. And shout out to the International Culinary Institute of Myrtle Beach. Providing the help and all the volunteers and students, and they did such a wonderful job helping everybody. And that's a testament, to the program there. They do such a wonderful job.
Yep.
And we really have a good time. And ACF competitions, those are things that we look forward to every year. Unfortunately, this year with the pandemic, we were unable to hold the competition. But I've been told that it's on for the next year, and we are looking forward to it.
That sounds great.
Absolutely. And, I competed probably in the past 5-6 years in different categories, and it's such a wonderful thing to do, and the camaraderie between the chefs and the networking, and meeting people and showcasing your talent, and also it shows growth.
Yeah.
For us chefs, we come in, year out, and you can see the level of the cookery elevating, and the plating elevating, and everybody kind of brings their A game, and it's competitive,
Yes.
but it's also
It's fun.
It's fun, and it's a lot of camaraderie, and people care for each other, and we might not see each other for a year or so, but when we do, it's like, oh my God, it's such a wonderful thing.
Yep.
And we look forward to that every year. Absolutely, I love it.
Speaking of competitions, do you do a chili? By any
Yes,
chance?
I sure do.
Oh, okay. All right. So look at this. So here you can see. It looks like that the original location for this was Island Bar and Grill, Pollard's Island, but now it's going to be hosted at Buzz's Roost. So you have the historic Georgetown Chili Cook-Off, which is a 9th annual. It's going to happen April 11th here at Buzz's Roost, and you already got some sponsors on here as well. So looks like it starts at 12 p.m. Wow. Awards at 5 p.m. There's a Judge and People's Choice Award here, so this is going to be really interesting to look into. I wonder who the restaurants and the chefs are that are participating. It doesn't say, but it's sponsored by Po' Boys Discount, hosted by Buzz's Roost. So this is going to be something.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's going to be something good to look forward to next Sunday.
Absolutely.
All right, so that's that. Now, some of the personal stuff that I wanted to share. I know I've been teasing it for the past week and a half now about. Well, it's personally, it's about me. So I don't know. I've been thinking about how I was going to put this together. And Chef, you're going to be like one of the few first ones to hear this, okay? But I've been in a situation for about 2 years where I've been applying for jobs, just to get a permanent job. The current employer that I'm at, I've been happy to be at. It's been a great working environment, been a great team to be part of. But one of the places that I went to interview with was located in the upstate, and they made an offer, and I accepted. So what's going to happen is by the end of April, I'll be out of here, and I'll be in the upstate. I'll be relocated, and Georgetown Foodland will go on hiatus. So this is the reason why this is the last Sunday Brunch Sessions, and I'm glad it was with you.
Thank you so much.
But I'm transitioning now to permanent location in the upstate, a new job. My family will go with me, and Georgetown Foodland will not be Georgetown. It'll be Foodland, but it'll be somewhere else. So with that, and I hate to be the downside of our conversation, but I've been doing this for almost 8 years now, and I've been very, 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 very humbled by all the chefs and restaurant owners to let me in their kitchens, to give me trust, to allow me to see what they do and showcase them. I hope I've done them a good job. I hope I've presented them well. I hope that I've made them feel like a family, because you guys are, and I'm gonna miss you.
We're gonna miss you too.
Yeah.
And on my behalf, most of the chefs and all the chefs that met you and I know, we all appreciate what you do, and we all appreciate the exposure. We all appreciate the good feedback. You've done wonderful things, with all the chefs. When you come to the videos, exposure, interviews, and all kind of things, and you are such a personable man to be around. It's nice to see you every time. Every time I see you, I have a smile on your face. You make me smile. So it's a wonderful thing. We will miss you, in a big way. But I'm sure this won't be the last time. So I'm sure we'll hear and see from you.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
With that, Chef, your food's getting cold. I want you to enjoy your food, okay? Jamie Sanderson, Georgetown Foodland. You'll hear more from me about my transition away from Georgetown, but I just wanted to let everybody out there who has supported me, who has followed me, I'm very, very, very thankful for you guys to not only follow me and what I do, but to follow the restaurants and the chefs that I have supported. This is where you guys need to end up at. These restaurants here in Georgetown County, Myrtle Beach, Charleston, McClellanville. You guys need to end up in these restaurants and support these restaurants, okay? Take over from where I've started and be your own culinary encourager, and make sure these restaurants know from you that they mean something, that they are supported, and that you're going to your nom-nom place. Jamie Sanderson, Georgetown Foodland. This is the last episode of Sunday Brunch Sessions here at Root. Dine at 919. Chef Charif Ailsa Pub. Go support him, support Root, support your restaurants, and eat it up, Georgetown. See you. Thanks, Chef. I appreciate
Absolutely.
it. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Absolutely.